So you're thinking to yourself, I need a new pair of Bluetooth headphones. What should I get? And the answer is, I don't really know. Think that's a good enough intro? Well, we're going to talk about the Soundcore Life Note earbuds real fast. Some basic specs of these babies: you get a 7-hour playtime, and you get 40 hours of total time if you use the case. You get 3 different silicone earrings, the ones that come on the headphones themselves, and 2 different sets, larger size and a smaller size, that come in the box. It's pretty easy to pair them. Sorta. We'll get into that. And all you do is press and hold until this turns on, and then eventually it's going to start blinking really fast like it is right there, and then you can pair it from that point on. So you know how these videos go. It's plain and simple. We're going to go straight into the things that I do not like about these headphones, and then we'll talk about the things that I do like, and then we'll discuss on whether or not you should buy these things. First thing is first, and this is the number one thing I have about these headphones that bug me to no end. The pairing is a pain in the rear. Straight up sucks. And what I mean by that is when I go to pair these things to any device, I have to pair them individually. Which doesn't sound like it would be a big problem, but the problem is the headphones are seen as 2 separate devices. And so let's say that I want to use an older device, like this Galaxy Tab 2, for instance. It only plays out of one side or the other, because it's an older device. In order for me to make these work, I have to pair them individually, and then pull out my phone and swipe down until I get the media settings, and I have to use both of them at the same time. And then, after that, whatever media I happen to be listening to, I have to pause, wait a second, and then play, so they sync up, because they play at different times. Which is... why? Just why? I don't know if it's necessarily my problem, as I only have one device that I'll actually work on. Because my wife's phone, who uses these on a regular basis, seems to have no problem when it comes to the whole one side thing. She pairs her stuff up, but she will agree that it's a pain in the butt, and it seems to work just fine for her. She doesn't have to deal with one side sounded just a little bit off versus the other. So it could be just me. It could be just my phone. I don't honestly know. Wait. Stop right there. So I went and asked my wife exactly what she was having problems with when it comes to the headphones, and she had the exact problems I had. So take what I said in that last bit right there. Absolutely toss it. She had problems just like I had. Anyways, back to the video, guys. But it's a pain in the frickin' butt. And the other thing that bugs the crap out of me is that I can't use an older device with these headphones. There may be a way around this, but I have yet to figure out that way. And I figure it's time to go ahead and do the video on this so you guys can see. Here's an older device. I couldn't use it on my Pixel 2 as well. For some reason, it just wouldn't. I couldn't get them to work at the same time. I could get them to work individually, but it is what it is. Enough about that. Those are my things that I don't like. It's pretty simple, straight and to the point. Also, just a quick thing. Like, say you drop these. I guess I had to shake that a little bit difficult, but if I drop these, I guarantee you this case is going to open up, and they're going to go flying across my floor, and I'm going to have to hunt them down. Now, we're going to go into things that I do like about this. The price. I am a guy who's going to complain about price because I pay for these things. It's not given to me. I'm not going to get sponsored for this video because that's just the way it is. I'm a really small YouTuber. And honestly, I don't particularly want to get sponsored by some of these companies because my goal is to make sure that you have an honest opinion about these headphones or whatever I happen to review. The price is really good. It's about $50 for them. I like that. They sound really good, especially if I compare them to these guys right here, which are also Soundcore as well. They sound amazing, just for the record. And then these are Sky-free earbuds right here. And we can talk about these in another video if you want. They're not bad. So, the sound is really good. It's got some really good bass in it. It's got some pretty decent highs in the mids, not too ridiculous. And it doesn't sound washed out or, how could I say this, muddy. And if you don't necessarily know what I mean by muddy, go get yourself a beanie, put that beanie on. While you're playing music, do this while you're playing music or some audio so you can hear this happen in real time. Put your beanie on so it covers your ears a little bit, and then take your hood and put it up. And if you notice, as you do that, each step you take, the sound gets a little bit muffled. The highs become not as crisp, the lows become not as deep, and you get this sort of middle of the road drone. They don't have that. The case is awfully small, fits right in my pocket, and USB Type-C charging. I like that. I got USB Type-C charging on just about everything right now, with the exception of a few things. Headphones, older devices, a couple of controllers, things of that nature. So, would I recommend these to somebody? And the answer is yes and no. Yes, they sound pretty good. I don't claim to be an audiophile or the authority on all things that sound good, but comparing them to the other random various headphones that I have around the house, they sound pretty good. I'd say they're at the higher end of what I have around my house. No, I wouldn't recommend them if you have a device that doesn't have the media share, where you can select to share two different Bluetooth devices at the same time, because they just don't work. It could be different for other folks, but for me, I couldn't get it to work. They didn't sync as one unit. Separate units that sync together with the phone through the media share. Yes, I would recommend them because of the price. I don't think it's that much, and they sound good at the same time. I can get behind that all day long. No, I wouldn't recommend them if you are not a big tech-savvy person. Again, I gotta go back to the pairing. It was a struggle for me to get it to paired right. And I like all sorts of tech stuff. I have all sorts of tech stuff. Everything from computers to headphones to microphones. I have that stuff. I like it. Hell, I spent the money on this watch. We'll talk about that sometime later on as well. That's neither here nor there. And then again, yes, I would recommend these. Because again, they sound pretty good. Plus, I kind of do like the fact that I can just take one out and hand it to my partner. Be like, yeah, we're gonna listen or watch this. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, I think that's all I got to say on these. I like them. I dislike them in certain ways. I do think that there are other companies out there that do the headphone pairing thing better. But for the price, it's not that bad. I really am okay with that. I can get around it. It takes a second or two. It's an extra step or two. Whatever. I like them. My wife likes them, and that's more important. is that she likes them. She's the one who uses them every day, not me. So, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like it, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. You know what I'm saying. And I will see you in the next video. And I don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll figure that out. Anyways, guys, talk to you later. Peace.